I've always found the case study on the Cuban Revolution and its impact on Latin America to be a tremendous one for both teachers and students. But in light of the death of Fidel Castro at the end of last year, this adds great relevance to this topic, and I think it's an absolute must for the history classroom. Students find it incredibly intriguing how long Castro was able to lead Cuba. The fact that this is a leader who came to his death at the end of last year, but had been involved in the Cuban Missile Crisis, had been involved in the Bay of Pigs invasion, came to power in 1959. And Castro is a polarising figure. He divides the community. Some see him as a crusader for social justice, who addressed education reform through literacy, healthcare, whereas others see him as a bloodthirsty tyrant, no better to any other dictator that has been represented on the world stage in regards to 20th century history. So there's a really good opportunity for debate. I think the other key area in regards to this study is understanding the notion of revolution. The Cuban Revolution is a fascinating event. We're able to see the rise of Castro, the fall of the Batista regime, which was linked to America, and ultimately how Castro sought to transform Cuba. And we need to make an assessment on how successful he was in doing so. I think the third component of this study, which is very important, and where I think Modern History Transformed does a fantastic job, is the ability to address the impact on Latin America. What did the Cuban Revolution represent in Cuba, but also in the broader context of Latin America? We go into great detail on this particular area, and we also extend to its influence in Africa and Europe, and the fact that Fidel Castro was a well-known leader, and as a result, other countries were quite intrigued with what had developed in that area. This is a topic that has drama, it's engaging, it's again captivating like many of the other chapters that we have, but it's highly relevant to the contemporary world. So students are able to make that link between major historical events and the current political state of the United States of America and Latin America.